Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, I'm here on Facebook Live, Instagram. Awesome. Welcome this morning to today's Millionaire Mindset call. Danielle K. Howell here, and I'm always a couple Mondays I've missed, but for the most part, I'm here on Mondays. And I got Chi-Chi here right here. You guys on Instagram can see Chi-Chi. Say hi, Chi-Chi. So anyway, let's talk about getting past challenges. Getting past challenges so that you can still come out a winner. Because one of the things that everybody is going to experience when you're on a journey of entrepreneurship, you're going to experience this stuff, and you're going to experience challenges. Hey, McNana. You're going to experience challenges. Hey, Sabrina. And one of the things that you got to learn how to do, and it's the things that, I've implemented inside of my life that helped me with my business, is getting that emotional and mental stability. Because a lot of times, like when you have challenges in your life, and we all have them, nobody's immune to challenges, right? Nobody's immune to things happening in your life. Life is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It's going to happen, right? But one of the things that you've got to stay focused on is how to keep yourself as balanced as possible. You keep your emotions in balance. So if somebody's making you upset over here, or whatever's going on, you got to learn how to keep your emotions in balance and keep your mind focused. That's why it's so important to write down goals. It's so important to know why you're in business, because if you don't know this, you'll let any little thing that sweeps you away. You'll let it sweep you away. You're going to let procrastination hit you, because you're not feeling. So many of us go by our feelings, and I've been guilty of this too, and this is why I can speak about it. I've overcome these things, and consciously. And there were times when I'm like, wait a minute, I'm letting my feelings get in the way of what the things that I need to do. And so you got to get past that. Never have your feelings determine your success in your business. Hey, Camelia. Hey, Bonnie. I got Instagram on here too today. So never let your feelings get in the way of your business. Listen, challenges are going to come. Just expect them. Expect challenges to come, okay? Expect upsets. Expect disappointments. Expect those things. And get ready to show your best self. Get ready to, literally empower yourself so that when these things come, they don't affect you. Because, people deal with depression. People deal with things in their lives, medical conditions, right? Medical conditions, all kinds of things, deaths in their family. These things are going to affect you emotionally. And it could be physically draining sometimes. Good morning, Sharon. And thank you, Vonnie. And, it could be physically draining. But what you have to realize is this. If you're running a business, right? If you're calling yourself an entrepreneur, whether it's part-time or full-time, it does not matter. You want to get out the matrix, right? I talk about the matrix. You want to get out the matrix and you call yourself an entrepreneur, you're going to have to learn how to separate your emotions and your feelings. Hey, Carmen, your emotions and your feelings. Hey, Debbie, from your business, because you can't bring your life, the things that's going on in your life into your business atmosphere, because when you do that, you are doing yourself a disservice. Does that make sense? So you're going to have to learn how to create, and especially when you're working from home, right? Hey, Glenda. Good morning, Debbie. When you're working from home, because it's not like you have to go into like at your job, right? So let's just say at your job, you go into another place, you go into another atmosphere. So this is where, you can kind of let me get myself together and go in this job, right? You got the whole drive to your work to get yourself together, right? Be like, oh, this person got on my nerves, or this happened today, or this, that, traffic, whatever it was, right? But when you step into those doors of your job, you can literally say, all right, I'm at work now. Let me distract myself, and I'll deal with all that stuff later, right? But when you're working from home, okay, there is no separation of entities. There's no separation of buildings. There's no driving to another place and leaving, your home life at home. You are at home. You're working from home. Everything that's going on in your home or whatever around you is still going to affect you. You're going to have to put on so much more emphasis on how you show up. Does that make sense? On how you show up. Because when you're working from home, okay, it's easy to be distracted. Easy. Hey, Jacqueline, haven't seen you in a while. Rhonda said this is very hard to do. Yeah, and this is something that you're going to have to learn to do. If you want to be a home-based business owner, someone who is going to be successful in their home business, because you have to learn how to separate the two. And you can't let things that happen, hey, Cater, you can't let things that happen deter you from what it is that you need to do in your business. Because if you do, you're going to fail, you're going to fall, and then you're going to be playing catch up, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, or, right, either you're going to be playing catch up, or you're going to be feeling like, oh man, I failed. Right? Oh man, I failed. So now you're going to go in a downward spiral. You're going to go in a downward spiral, which is really, absolutely worse. Right? So you have to learn how to separate, the challenges that you're going through. Separate that. Separate your emotions. Separate all those feelings that's going on. Whatever. You had an argument with somebody. Whatever. And still run your business the way a business person is supposed to run their business. Still show up just like you would show up at your job. Because you have to look at your business like your job. Right? Basically, you got to work your business just as dedicated as you are to your job. You have to be just as dedicated to your business. So even if you're doing your business part-time, you have to come from work, right? Do whatever you got to do and set your business hours. And it doesn't matter what happened at your job now, right? Now things are flipped. Let's say something that went on at your job and somebody got on your nerves, your boss yelled at you, whatever, right? You can't come home and be like, oh my gosh, that job, I can't take it. I hate that job. Da 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 da. Just ruminating over that, thinking about what happened that day. And now the whole day is gone and you didn't work anything on your business. You understand? So you have to learn how to separate, how to separate the challenges, because there's going to be challenges. You're going to be tested. Life is going to happen to you, whether you're working part-time on your business or full-time. It's going to be something. There's always something. There's always something. And you have to learn how to create your own environment. You have to learn how to create your own successful environment for your business each and every day. Each and every day. And, for myself, I even work on the weekends. Why? My weekends are my time to put things together for the week. Okay? When you're working a business, you have to put as much as you can into it. And the thing about this is why I love home-based business, because you literally, can work for just a few years of your life and set yourself up for life. As opposed to your job where you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't, I'm bound here till I'm 65. Right? Now, home-based business, if you want to work till you're 65, because it's something that's great, something that you love. Like, I love what I do. I love it. So I probably will work till I'm 65, 75, 85, 100, I get to do what I want to do. I love what I do. So these are the things that you need to comprehend. You need to always, have a schedule for yourself. Challenges come, I'm sticking to my schedule. Upsets come, I'm sticking to my schedule. Disappointments come, I'm still sticking to my schedule. You know what I mean? Because when you do that, something rewires in your brain that says this person is focused, right? You got to be focused. You got to be focused on what you want. You got to know why you started your business. A lot of people get swept away with the wind and the tides because they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want in their business. And so now it's like, well, I tried that business. It didn't work. No, the business is going to work. Like any business works. It's just, what do you do in the business? What are you doing every day? What is your daily mode of action? What is your mindset? How do you wake up in the morning? When I wake up in the morning, I'm listening to, Les Brown and, Bob Proctor and all these people. This is what I'm listening to. Oprah Winfrey. This is what I'm listening to in the morning. How do you start your day? This morning before I got on this live, I'm listening to them. I have my eyes closed. I'm just meditating on what they're saying, and I'm just taking it all in. And I'm thankful for this day, and I ask God to bring me a message to the people that I'm going to be talking to. That's what I did before I came on this live stream. That's what I do when I'm walking my dog. Literally, like I'm walking my dog during the day, and I'm just like, God, just please help me to be a vessel of positive energy, of inspiration, motivation. Let people help people to see my vision and help people to create their own vision. Help me to be a prime example of, who I am and who I want to become as I continue on this journey. You know what I mean? So these are the things that you have to, hey, Duran. These are the things that you have to know how to do. And it takes practice. Okay. It's not something that you're going to just step into and be like, all right, yeah, I'm ready for business and I got this. No. When I first started in business, I learned a lot about myself, and I still learn a lot about myself. I'm still learning. I've been in business for 3 years and I'm still learning myself. 3.5 years, I'm still learning myself. There are things that I know well. There are things that, especially now that I'm a single mom now. I've been a single mom for a year. So now I'm in a different place in my life than I was before. I was married, and so I had a different dynamic. Now I'm in a whole nother dynamic, a whole nother dimension. So it's like you continue to evolve. And I'm continuing to evolve. So, and as I evolve, I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning more about myself as a woman, as a single woman, as a single mother. I'm learning all these things now, running a business, and it's been great. But at the same time, yeah, there's been some I want to say fears, maybe like, wow, I've never been here before. I haven't lived on my own since, I don't even know when, since I was 18. So it's like everything changes, and you got to learn how to be adaptable. You got to learn how to adapt to life, how to learn how to adapt and still keep it moving, still have that winning mindset, still be a winner, still show up in your business like a boss, still do these things, right? Even while I was moving, I was still showing up as a boss, right? Like nothing, I allow nothing to keep me down, because that's what winners do. That's what winners do. Winners keep it going. They keep striving for more. They write their goals down. They make it happen no matter what. No matter what. This is what you want to do. If you want to be a successful business owner, if you want to be successful, of course I'm going to be talking about business here, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about business and empowering yourself. Good morning, Gerald. And making sure that you are living your best life. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to help you. Nobody. And if you're getting help right now, your help is going to run out. So you need to know how to help yourself. Help yourself, right? Nobody's going to wake you up in the morning to tell you to get ready, to get dressed and do your business. Nobody's going to tell you that you need to, set your goals. Nobody's going to tell you that you need to work on yourself. Nobody's going to tell you these things, because people don't care. They care about their lives. So you have to care about your life. Put yourself first, right? Put yourself first. Understand the things that you need to do. How much money do you want to make? How many lives do you want to touch? What is it that you really, really and truly want? And why are you doing it? I do everything I do for my children. Because if it wasn't for my children, there's no point. Hey, Rosalind, maybe I would find another cause, of course. But right now, because I'm a mother, everything I do is for my children. Everything. They inspire me. They motivate me. They when I think of them, that's why I do what I do. That's why I get up in the morning. That's why I decided to work from home, so I could be home with my children and teach them about entrepreneurship. That's why I want to be the best example that I can be, right? Or Loretta said, yeah, or they help it, right? People help you, and then they definitely have an agenda, right? And then it's like you're indebted to them, right? When people help you, you're indebted to them. You have to learn how to help yourself. Help yourself. I usually put others first. Hard to put, right. And a lot of women do. A lot of women put themselves first, and put other people first, and they don't put themselves first. Big mistake. Big, big, big mistake. Because now you can't give away what you don't have. Now you're depleted, right? Who's going to help you? Who's going to help you? Nobody. You have to think like this. Nobody's going to help you at the end of the day. And I know you may be like, but Danielle, that's negative. No, it's real. It's realistic. I want you to, even if you have a bunch of people around you that'll say, I'll help you. I want you to think like this. Nobody's going to help me. I got to help myself. Right? And if somebody does want to help you, that's great. But never, have that mindset that you need other people to help you. And I had to get out of that mindset too. And this is why I'm talking about this. When I was married, right? When I was living with my husband, even though I was building my business, I was still relying on him, right? And most people that are married, you're supposed to rely on your spouse or whatever. I guess that's okay. But I was relying on him for certain things. And now I understand the importance of being independent and understanding what you deserve, right? How in, you know, and hopefully you guys have great marriages out there. And if you do, God bless you, right? But sometimes when you're married to somebody who, you know, even if they help you, they feel, and you know, it's like it's a give and take, right? Marriage is a give and take. Marriage is a compromise. I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, you don't want to have to rely on anybody, right? Whether married or not. You don't want to have to rely on anybody. You want to know that you can take care of yourself. God forbid anything happens in that relationship, you can take care of yourself, right? Not many people can say that. Not many people can say that. So what I want you all to do, I want you to understand that you have to first put yourself first. Get your emotions in check. No matter what happens in your day, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens around you, learn how to empower yourself. You know, if you don't have a business right now, you need to get a home-based business, because home-based business changed my life. That's how I was able to, you know, move from a relationship that was no longer serving me, right? Home-based business changed my life, and it can change yours. But you have to become disciplined. You have to discipline your emotions. You have to discipline your thoughts. You have to discipline your mindset. You have to discipline your everything. You have to discipline everything about you. Everything. Because when you're working a job, you are programmed to that job. You can do it just blindfolded just about every day. When you're working a business, you have to tap into your creativity. Hey, Rodonna, you have to tap into that part of you that is that's hidden, that you haven't used in a long time. You have to tap into parts of you that has the skills and the knowledge that you probably don't even know you possess. This is what's so incredible about home business. It's going to bring things out of you that you didn't even know, your God-given talents, your God-given gifts. Because when you're working a job, you're hiding them. You don't need to show your gifts and your talents. You're hiding them. But when you start a business and you start to get creative, you start to think and you start to, you know, quiet your mind and write things down and say, oh man, I could do this. Oh man, I should do this. And then you realize that you can actually do it. It's powerful. It's absolutely powerful. And these are the things that I've been able to learn. I had no idea that I had a gift of speaking, right? And now what do? Just about every day, I'm speaking to you all, right? I'm speaking to you all. But you know, when I was very young, even though I was very shy, one of the things that I always wanted to do was to speak on stage, even though I was shy, you know, but I always had that, like, I just, you know, would love to speak on a stage. I used to be in awe when I used to see people on a stage with a microphone and speaking. Like, that just did something to me. Like, man, I would love to do that, right? Now, I'm not on stage right now with a microphone. I will be, right? I will be very soon. I know that. But right here, Facebook, this is my stage. So these are the things that I do, that I'm tapping into some of the things that I've always wanted to do. I was a shy child, shy. You wouldn't even hear me talk. Trust me, you probably didn't even know I had a voice when I was younger, because I was very shy, very introverted, very. And so, but now, these things that are, you know, have been on you, you know, when you grow up, people tell you, you know, and I was told, you know, with my family, my parents, you know, told me to shut up. You know, kids were seen and not heard, right? If I was trying to say something, shut up. I wasn't allowed to really express myself. And now that I have, you know, I've grown and I'm like, you know, I'm not just babbling on about anything. I'm talking about something that can help you, because I've worked on myself. So these are the things that home-based business can bring out of you. Trust me on that. They'll bring out things in you that you didn't even know. They'll bring out, you know, gifts and talents in you that God has blessed you with that you don't even know you possess. Trust me on that. So I encourage you, if anybody here that does not have a home-based business, you need to get one. And you need to learn. I think home-based business is, you know, starting out part-time is the best way to learn yourself. It's the best way to see how organized are you, right? How dedicated are you? How committed are you? These are the things. These are the things that's going to come out. These are your shadow sides that's going to come out as you start working a business, because you'll see. Are you a quitter, right? Are you a quitter? Are you a complainer? Are you negative? Are you a procrastinator? Are you lazy? All these things are going to come out. They're going to come out. You're going to have to face yourself. At your job, you don't have to face yourself. You know, you get your paycheck every week. But when you start a business and you really want to hit some goals, and then you're like, man, I didn't hit that goal. Why? Why didn't you hit your goal? What weren't you doing that you knew you should have been doing? Were you watching TV all day long after work instead of going to do the things that you need to do? Were you doing your personal development, right? These are the things. How are you talking to yourself every day? Were you doing your affirmations? Were you talking to people? Were you maybe, blogging or doing videos, whatever it is that you have to do? And I'm telling you, this home-based business stuff is really not hard. It's not hard. You just get enough people that see your vision and that want to buy stuff from you and join you. You got a business going, right? It's not really hard. It's just that you got to learn how to be consistent and put yourself out there. But how many of you will do it? Because of fear, right? Were you fearful? That's another question. I didn't do it because I was scared. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to get you anywhere, right? So all of these fears, all of these doubts, all of these shadow sides of yourself that you have, that you need to conquer, you will see it when you start a home business. Trust me. Trust me. Are you one that blames somebody else? Well, I didn't do it because my sponsor left, or who cares? Who cares about your sponsor? The sponsor got nothing to do with what you're doing. Right? All of these things, blaming other people. So all of these things will come up. All of these things will come up. The right skills, right? Well, you can learn the skills. Are you learning the skills, or are you watching TV? Right? There's bunch of things out there. Did you get yourself a coach? Did you get yourself a mentor? No, I was, but I didn't have the money. Oh, well, did you save up the money to do it? Right? All of these excuses, which really holds no weight. Holds no weight. Okay? So I wanted to just come on here today to talk about challenges. Yes, we're all going to have challenges. You're going to have challenges. I have challenges. Every successful person has challenges. Everybody that's in business, everybody in the world has challenges. So you're not going to be immune just because you start a business. But what you need to do is, when challenges arise, how do you face those challenges? How do you deal with those challenges? That's the question. That's the ultimate question. How do you deal with them? Do you shy away from them? Do you shy away from doing what you need to do because you're feeling down, you're feeling bad, you're feeling depressed, so now you can't move forward? Or you can pull yourself up by the bootstraps, right? Pick yourself up, go do what you need to do, even in the midst of challenges. Now that's a winner. A winner is someone who does what they need to do, even when they don't feel like it. That's a winner. That's a winner's mentality. Even if you're not winning right now, but you are continuing to be in the trenches, doing what you need to do, showing up when you need to show up, working your business consistently. Even if you don't feel like a winner, guess what? You will win, because that's a winner's mentality. And the universe has nothing, more to do than to give you the winnings that you're putting out there. Everything you put out, you're going to get back. Everything you put out, you're going to get back. It's just a matter of time. So that's why in business, we stress consistency. Consistency is key, because when you're consistent, everything is going to open up for you. But if you're inconsistent, because you're letting your feelings, be in flux, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. So these are the things that, I wanted to give you guys the tips on today to understand that obstacles will come. And you have to learn how to deal with them. Show up regardless. Work your business regardless, especially if you're a home-based business, because it's so easy to fall victim of that. So easy. But if you have a winner's mentality, you will never let anything deter you from your dreams and your goals. Because ultimately, when you start a business, you're a person with dreams and goals. That's the first thing, right? So commend yourself. If you have a business right now, you are a person who is a go-getter and you have dreams and goals. Now you just have to deal with any shadow sides of yourself that's not allowing you to really move forward the way you should be moving forward. So that's something that you just have to deal with, and you have to see them as it comes and conquer it. All right? Because you can do it. Everybody that has done it, they did it, you can do it. You're no different than Steve Jobs or any, Oprah Winfrey. You're no different than these people. You're no different. They just learned how to train their mindset to keep going no matter what. And that's what you have to do. All right, my friends. So I hope that this was helpful for you all. I hope it inspired you this Monday morning, because I came on here and I just asked God to give me a word for you guys. And this is what I came up with. So I thank you guys for coming on. Please share this out. If you want, share this on your wall and share this to people who need to hear this stuff. Absorb it. And I appreciate you all for coming up and supporting me all the time on my Facebook channel. Now I got Instagram here. Thank you, Instagram. And I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.